Moi haskahalt ipisi naksil and chaya squeeze siut. I am Grand Chief Stewart Phillip, and I have the honor of serving as the President of the Union of British Columbia Indian Chiefs. First Nations people in the province of British Columbia represent the thin red line, protecting the environment, the natural values that British Columbians have enjoyed as a legacy for many generations and which many British Columbians rely on for their livelihood.
The Wet'suwet'en First Nation is right in the heart of British Columbia. We have some beautiful territory up here, and we have a lot of lakes and rivers. And
it's really tough to know how to engage in negotiations, how to make sure you do so in a way that where you don't feel like you're compromising your rights, how to make sure you don't feel you're compromising the environment, but how to ensure also you're taking advantage of what others are doing to your territory.
My name is Ogen, Chief of the Wet'suwet'en First Nation. What got me into politics is the passion to work for my people. We could either maintain the status quo or we can do things differently, generate our own revenue, and promote the 4 areas that we're lacking. The housing issues that we deal with, we don't just want 1 or 2 houses, we want 30 houses. We want education and training. We want our people, 100% of them, educated and trained so that they're able to stand on their own 2 feet and be self-sufficient. We want people to be dealing with their residential school issues, whether it be 60s scoop or whatever issues they've dealt with. We want those to be addressed. And we must know our language and our culture so that we can move forward.
I've had the honor and the privilege of knowing Chief Karen Ogen for some time now, and I've been privileged to visit her community and witness a celebration of the opening of a healing center.
We've had a reconciliation ceremony with the RCMP because of the treatment of our people, and an apology was done and our elders accepted it, and that's helped us build our relationship with the RCMP to make it more positive.
In my experience, successful agreements can't be reached without community involvement, and I'm impressed by Chief Ogen's commitment to engage her community to ensure that they are aware of the opportunities and they're aware of the agreements that are reached in relation to resource extraction in the territory.
The Union of BC Indian Chiefs and other mainstream political organizations depend on leaders like Chief Karen Ogen to draw public attention to these issues and to make the general public understand there's a direct link to the denial of our Aboriginal title interests and the terrible tragedies we witness on television and read about in the newspapers with respect to the crushing poverty that First Nations people endure in one of the richest countries in the world.
I think the most important thing that's in the back of my mind at every meeting that I go to, every negotiation that I go to, is that how is what I'm doing, how is that benefiting our people at the end of the day? And so when I deal with government and industry, there's 3 critical components. The first piece that's important is meaningful consultation, meaning that we have more than just 1 or 2 meetings and call that consultation. That information must reach our people. We must get their consent. The second would be to ensure that we have the highest environmental standards possible so that our territories are being protected, our berry patches, our hunting, our fishing areas are being protected. Those are very important to our elders and hereditary chiefs. The third piece would be to ensure that we have substantial economic benefits so that we can support the 4 pillars in our community.
Relationship building needs to begin at the earliest possible opportunity, as opposed to approaching First Nations communities when it's time to cut the ribbon. And that's been proven time and time again where projects have failed as a consequence of their inability or unwillingness to invest the time to develop meaningful relationships with First Nations people.
I think when industry is willing to work with the First Nations, a lot of good things can happen. I believe in creating win-win situations. We're on the territory, we're getting trained, we're getting prepared for all of the projects that are going to be happening on the territory.
Until such time as both the Government of Canada and the Province of British Columbia recognize that there needs to be a serious, genuine effort to resolve the outstanding Aboriginal title question in the Province of British Columbia. Until that happens, there will never, ever be any economic certainty in this province.
We're not leaving. We're here to stay, and we want to create economic development for Wet'suwet'en First Nation and for all the folks who want to work with us.